it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Riley. Thank you for joining me this week. If you're new here, I appreciate you checking in and sticking with it, seeing how it's going. If you are a long-time subscriber, thank you very much for always chiming in, commenting, subscribing, and checking out all these videos. Really appreciate it. This week I thought we'd do something fun for Father's Day, but before we do that, let's take a look at the last carpet pythons that are going to be hatching this season here. Let's take a look at these baby jungles. So the jungles are all out. Out of the 18 eggs that were initially laid, 11 went full term, and we got 11 babies. So I went through, pulled them all out. They've all been sexed and set up in their individual bins, and looks like we got 3 boys and 8 girls. So 3.8 is a pretty good ratio. I will take that. But they're very cool looking. I was kind of hoping to get some striping, but really didn't know what to expect. The sire is very striped. He's that hold back striped male that I made a few years back, and the dam being an insanely colored, almost like leopard spotting ocelot looking sort of jungle from Psychotic Exotics. I was not really sure it was going to come out, but we got some craziness. So this is one of the boys, and a lot of the clutch has this just absolutely wild flank markings. Dorsally, if you look at it, it's kind of banded, but they get all these portholes and hooks and loops and wackiness, obviously from mom's pattern. So it's pretty neat to see. Really anxious to see how they shed out and what their color palette will hold, and pick which ones are going to stay. Probably going to keep a pair. So really excited about these beautiful, beautiful baby jungles. That's one of the boys, one of the 3 only. And then got some amazing looking animals with just some wacky looking loops and hooks and all sorts of stuff. This thing almost reminds me of like a leopard ball python with all the basically ocelot looking marks. I mean, just wild. I can't say I've ever seen anything like that. So very cool snake, very, very neat. Happy with these babies. And then there was one little offspring, one girl, that did get some of dad's striping. Just a little bit. Not much. And a lot of mom's ocelotting. So, stripes and circles. This one was an easy choice for my holdback. Obviously, going to hold on to all of them for a bit just to see how they color up and make sure I'm choosing correctly. But yeah, if any of you are sitting here watching thinking you're going to want some jungles this year, I shall have some available in a few months, hopefully. So save your pennies. But yeah, super, super cool. Great animals, beautiful markings. Really excited to see how they grow up. So, last clutch of jungles, last clutch of carpets for the year, while we wait on the rainbows. So, now let's take a look at some of the fathers in the collection. Told you we were going to do something fun for Father's Day, so today I thought it would be neat to look at the dads of this year's clutches. So let's do that. Alrighty, so this guy, who has been putting in work for me for the last few years, fathered 2 clutches this year. This is my male tiger head axanthic coastal from Ryan Dumas of Rad Reptiles, who produced 2 clutches of beautiful coastals, both axanthic and pos head. So all of the coastals this year. This is Dad. Happy Father's Day again, my dude. This guy is a 2017 animal, and this is actually his 3rd year breeding for me. He's now sired 4 clutches of carpet pythons for me. So he's been a dad for a while, but he's he's a stud. So first of our males to tip the cap to today is this guy. Show off a little bit more. You can see some of that. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Obviously, striping can be improved, and that's what we're doing with holdbacks this year. So, gonna keep some really nice stuff. He produced some beautiful babies for me, and I couldn't be happier. All right, on to dad number 2. Alrighty, next up, as you can tell, is a beautiful, beautiful, very heavily black or melanistic or dark, whatever you want to call them, Papuan carpet, formerly known as IJs, like 25 years ago. Just kidding. But that one is for you, Stephen Katz, if you're watching. Love you, buddy. This guy is a beautiful animal with some cool lineage that goes back several generations with some known animals and some wild caught stuff, and just came out really melanistic. And he bred for me last year but didn't produce, and then this year we got production, successful production out of him. I put him to his half sister, who is arguably even more melanistic or black than this. Obviously the goal is to see what that does, see if we get some really dark babies. In the last videos you've seen some of those dark Papuans, as I've been calling them, and they did not disappoint. They're very dark, so I'm really curious to see how many of them kind of take on this look. So young dude here, been growing him up for a few years. This guy and the dam were produced by Emily Stoddard. She was kind enough to sell me this pair a few years back. Wonderful animals, Emily. As you can see, he is no exception. He's beautiful. I've always loved his extra sooty black nose, just really dark. So, all right. So father number 2. On to the next one. Alrighty. Next up is another beautiful Papuan carpet. This guy is a farm hatched imported animal that I got as a little tiny red neonate via Dan Mallory of DM Exotics. Had him for several years. He's sired a few clutches for me. And this year I put him to a very beautiful high orange, wonderful Papuan carpet that I got from Chris Sharp last year. And she was the animal that got egg bound, and we only got 5 good eggs out of her, 4 of which hatched. Those 4 turned out to be 2 pairs of some beautiful, amazing fire cherry red tomato looking Papuan carpet. So dad might not look super colorful right now, but when he fires up, he's got it. He's got it in spades. So I love his look, I love his demeanor, and I love when he fires up how much orange he has, that paired with the female. Hoping these babies that we got turn out to be nice and orange. So with any luck, we'll have some opposing sort of looks in Papuan carpets to begin line breeding for. Some really dark stuff and some really bright colored stuff. So Papa number 3 here, Mr. Big Daddy. Happy Father's Day again. Love this guy, super sweet. Big old head on him too. Alright, now we'll get into the last father of the season, and I'm just doing carpet pythons this year. We're not gonna get into the rainbows that haven't been born yet, or the cribos that haven't hatched yet, because they just haven't hatched yet or haven't been born yet. So last but not least, alright, finishing strong, we have my boy Racer 5, made right here as part of my 2019 maternal incubation clutch that I did with my female Azteca, who has since passed away. That would be his mom. He ended up breeding that beautiful psychotic exotics jungle female that I have, that was actually technically the exact sibling sister to his mom, so his aunt essentially. His first time breeding, didn't get too much in the way of stripes, but we got some beautiful jungles as you saw earlier in this video, I couldn't be happier. Really excited to keep working the striped jungle project in the future. He's got a few striped jungle females growing up here for the next several years to really work that project further. 2 females related to him and an unrelated female. So the wacky jungles are fantastic and have great potential to make some nice ocelotted stuff, but don't forget, I'm a sucker for stripes, so I haven't lost my focus. But I guess some of these markings have, you know, the potential to make some cool stuff in there. So, but yeah, Racer 5, my own production, making babies. Very happy about it. So, and he's still young, he's still growing a bit, but you know me, I keep my males small. So, all right. Well, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Hope everyone is enjoying family time wherever you can get it, when you can get it, and don't forget to spend some time with your loved ones, hang out with them. Don't forget to give Dad a big hug. It's not always just about Mom. Gotta remember Big Daddies too. So, all right. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Enjoy your weekend. Hope you enjoyed seeing the snakes, and I will catch you all next week. Thank you for sticking it out. That's vlog 100 in a row, I guess. So yeah, here's to 100 more or something. So, alrighty. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment if you like it, subscribe, and I will catch you all next week. See ya.